You are welcome to the construction site of the new Gombe State House of Assembly complex. This is a contract that was awarded in April 2024. So the 3 years. So before you hear it's awarded to Homes Multi-Concept Limited BMC, and Mr. Kenan is the project manager. And we also have our consultants, Atec, and the consultant on site is, I think it is architect in Gombe.
Because the architect is going to finish, you identify that they have done great. So this now failure. So we have just integrated a panel that will be investigating what actually the real cause of this failure and what did we not do right, right from the foundation. I can see it's not the foundational problem. So what happened? It's from. So they will dwell on that in their work. What we have come today now, maybe we take them around, provide feasibility statements. They are all experts and they are watching what you are saying. The project manager can be following us now, but this one now is about failure. So, Honorable Commissioner, want the engineer to tell the other people what really has happened.
So what has happened is a failure during casting of the entrance canopy. So the failure happened. We definitely know that it is formwork failure because casting was underway and it was towards the tail end of the casting that the formwork failed, and it led to what we are seeing now. So we did all our possible best to avert this kind of failure during construction. But unfortunately, this happened. We pay our deepest condolences to the family of the deceased. This is an accident that was never foreseen. So I can take you around. As you can see, it's only the entrance canopy that was impacted. The building itself is standing fully. We have checked, and then there is also a demolition plan underway to remove these rubbles when you approve. Thank you.
Then I want you to know the people that you are going to work with.
And seek maximum cooperation.
7 meter upward, and it was designed to sustain its self-weight and all the load. That is after it attains. The entire damage is majorly to this entrance as we are seeing. So we can have the drawing. Where's the drawing? Okay. The affected area is from here to this point. So this is the transceiver. This area was the area they were casting when the incident happened. So from here, these are the four columns here. From this, how will I show? Yeah.
So the support you are blaming now, how did you support it?
No, during casting, the props that were supposed to sustain
What type of props?
Those
I'm
are
seeing wooden props.
those are the props and the acro props, vertical props. Everything was crumbled
Yes.
during casting.
These are heavy beams. Yes. That's why I'm asking what type of support you have. Who will license you?
From Syria. From Syria.
So if I go to Syria now and say I'm an engineer, I'll just have practicing. Well, that one is for your Syrian government. Give this person. Don't tell us.
So
Because Icon will come and visit you. See, if you come to Nigeria, the law says that even if you are going to stay 6 months, you get registered. They will assess your document and license you to operate in Nigeria. I can't go to Syria now and just start working as an engineer. The Syrian equivalent of COREN will ask me to surrender my listing and I will submit and pay the due license. Okay? And you operate. So if you are getting all these big time jobs in Nigeria, and however you are a professional, we need you to get licensed and pay the necessary dues. We engage you and place you well. Okay?
Sure.
That's how it works. So ensure that maybe that was why I was asking the person you introduced as an architect whether he's licensed. Because if he's licensed and he's working with you, he would have told you that, look, you need to go. We have expatriate quota in all professional. We are not discriminating, but you have to license. We need to check your credentials and get you licensed. So when this type of thing happen now, it is your license that you are in a construction site when you are not even licensed to be there. Okay? So we don't take it lightly in engineering. Go on.
okay, so this we wrote to the contractor before this incident to inform them of the inadequacy of the framework. But the contractor assured us that the framework was okay. So we did all our possible best to also ensure that they improve on the framework. But unfortunately, this incident happened during casting. So I don't know if you want to see the inside of the building.
No, I think this is our own. They will come. What will come today is just sightseeing and visually.
So you've inspected the site, you've seen the site, and you've inaugurated the committee to do thorough investigation. So two things. What's the timeline that we're expecting for the committee to submit a comprehensive report? Then the assurance to the people of Gombe who are worried about when this building comes into use, the safety of the buildings, that maybe some of them might have some structural challenges in the future. What reassurance would you give to the people of Gombe?
The engineering structures basically are designed, constructed. If you follow all the necessary details, you will see the structure standing. In building structure, it's not an engineer that is a professional. You have the architects, you have builders, you have other professionals. But engineers have a family that also is involved in building structure. So our essence from day of design is to ensure public safety. Public safety. Okay? So asking me if this collapse that have occurred, why COREN have set up investigation panel is to unearth what actually led to that collapse. Okay? Whether some people say failure or that, once there's a limit state that have been voided in design, we say the structure have failed. This structure have failed, and even if they have to continue, we have to also do what we call integrity check on other existing structures to ensure that it's still sound before even rectifying the one that have, failed. And why also we are doing this is to ensure that the structure, when it is finally built, people will not have this idea of, it may collapse again, okay? So we want to investigate the remote cause of that collapse and find out which people are involved. If engineers, licensed engineers are involved, we penalize them. Like I said in the inauguration, that this is just the first stage. We call it investigation panel. When this investigation panel gets any prima facie case against the professional engineering group that are involved, we take up to the level of tribunal. The tribunal only holds in Abuja. They will be invited. And when the tribunal take their case, and they will be punished accordingly where they are found wanting.
Sir, while the remote cause for this collapse is being investigated, like you have said, what have you seen so far as a professional? What have you seen so far? Where do you think that the fault came from?
I can't be judgmental at this place because a panel has been set. So the panel, you should exercise patience. We give them 4 weeks to come up with the result of what have. So if I begin to tell you it's this or that, it's been I'm judgmental.
You have come to the site.
Yes, I have come to the site. I have seen, and just like in other panel members, I have seen, but it is not to pronounce. There are certain things that may involve even laboratory tests. Engineers don't talk like politicians. Okay, we chew our words before we. So we can't say bring him, let's kill him. No, until the facts and figures are established scientifically, okay, then we will call. But what I will tell you that no person that is involved or have done anything for this loss of life that will be protected.
Yes, sir.
That's not.
I'm a little worried when you were having an exchange with the foreign national earlier. Do we have any cause to be worried about, foreign nationals that are coming to Nigeria to operate as engineers who are not registered and they are operating? What are the cracks that they are slipping through that is making all this, bringing this lacuna?
We have what we call expatriate monitoring committee. When this STC and regional committee of Gombe State, Northeast Regional Committee and STC of Gombe State was, inaugurated, there is the expatriate monitoring committee part of it. And the expatriate monitoring committee to ensure that expatriates that are in our land are also subjected to licensing and registration in order to practice. This is the same thing they do to us when we go out. We have Nigerians that are practicing elsewhere. So we obey the law. So the idea of having that committee is to ensure that expatriates, we are not saying that they should not practice in Nigeria, because Nigerians also practice outside, but they should be licensed, registered and licensed to operate.
But clearly this person, according to what he said, he has not been licensed.
I took him on our ways. Maybe when the panel is working, they will get to the root of what, how did he enter? Because this expatriate monitoring committee starts from immigration quota. As they enter Nigeria, they have what we call immigration quota that we have to say if he is a technical person, he have to ensure that we have that in our books, that this a technical person, an architect is coming in. And unfortunately, we are not regulating architectural, we have what we call Architectural Council of, Registration Council of Nigeria, ACON. So if we say he's an architect, that body should have taken note of his presence. But COREN always have what we call engineering regulatory monitoring and enforcement team. And in a built environment, we try to also cohabit with other professional bodies in built environment, like the architects, builders of carbon. We also town planners, quantity surveyors. we kind of create synergy to work together, because we know that what is happening here is beyond just engineering safety. But on the whole, when a structure is standing like this, engineers go home happy that you have been able to introduce a structure that is, standing. Okay? So anytime there is a failure, there's no way an engineer is happy about it. Okay?
Yes.
So
thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
So
Yes.
let's
Chairman,
talk
sir.
about the chairman.
Let me unbuckle this.
Chairman of the committee for this very important investigation. And we have heard the COREN registrar says public safety is key.
Yes.
How do you intend to go about this? Because the essence is to find out the root causes to forestall future occurrences.
We have our guidelines, written guidelines on how to go about the whole exercise. So we know how, this is not the first time, so we know how to start it, we know how to finish it. There's no problem about how to go about it.
Members of the public will be curious to know, because lives here
No,
are
you
involved.
see, if you are going to do any investigation, there are basic things that you have to look at. Design, you understand? Is the problem from the design? Is it from the work itself? So many things that you will have to look at. Then you arrive at what way to go. Yeah, it will be made public. We were inaugurated in public, so when we are going to give our report, it will be in public. Yes.
So as a way of assuring the public, what kind of assurance are you giving the public in terms of transparency, in ensuring that this report gets implemented to the letter?
As the registrar said, the whole exercise is not a witch hunt. You understand? It may be a natural problem. It may be nobody's fault at all. It will be said. If it is a fault from our practitioner, that is the person involved is an engineer, then we have our laws and regulations on how to take care of him. If it is a problem of contractor, we will mention it. If it is problem of whoever it is, we are going to mention it. And then it is left for the client to do whatever. Our own concern is the public safety and our own practitioners. You understand? We only have powers over our practitioners.
So no sacred cows?
No. Otherwise, there is no point doing what we are doing if there will be sacred cows. You understand? Then the public safety is of no consequence if you say you are going to cover people. The whole thing is to forestall future occurrence, how to go back to this one and finish it. I heard your governor saying that they have money lying down for contractors. It's just for them to finish their work. So we cannot delay this. 4 weeks, by God's grace, we will finish.
Maybe the hurry to get that money was what resulted in that.
No. The governor said he wants the work to be finished to the extent that he has money set aside for every contractor that finishes his work. You understand?
But the engineers handling this should have answered that question, sir.
Yes. No.
Okay, sir.
No.
Thank you
The hurry
so
to get the money?
Not the hurry. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
Investigation, you say, how are we, we are going to finish. You
Investigations will reveal. Thank you so much, sir.
For people to have what they are going to use, not for money to be paid to anybody.
Yes. Thank you
it's
so
for the public to get what they want to get. You understand?
Side engineer now. Thank you.
This incident is quite regrettable because His Excellency is very concerned about it, and you can see how immediately even the Registrar of COREN with his team are here in Gombe State. I don't think it will get to falling on our legislators as you are saying, because it's not the whole structure that is faulty, it's the canopy, and investigation will reveal why this incident happened, and we hope it will not, will I say, affect the continuation of the completion of this structure as you have seen it.
So we know that this same consultant is also handling several other buildings, including the Governor's Lodge in the Government House, including the house, the Judicial Complex. Are there going to be stricter monitoring from the side of the ministry? Because the ministry also has monitoring teams and engineers on site to make sure that this kind of thing does not occur again, and in other sites.
The Gombe State government is firmly committed to ensuring safety and adherence to standard in all the structures that they are building in Gombe. And as like I've said, this incident is highly regrettable. We wish it has not happened, but it has happened. Of course, the report of the committee that has been set up by the COREN register will be looked into and to be fully implemented. And I'm very sure it will go a long way in ensuring that this kind of event doesn't happen in future. Yes, the contractor, the consultant is working on different sites in Gombe. And as you know that accidents do happen. They've been mentioning that this is a collapse. You can see, I will not say it's a collapse, it was an accident that took place. And the notion that a lot of people were having that the building has collapsed, you can see for yourself, it's just the canopy that has been affected. And I don't want to jump into conclusion now. And I think all of us should await the result of the outcome of the investigation. Then, if at the end of the day, the consultant is found wanting, obviously, the government will not sleep and they will take action on that.
Sir, this 3-arm zone project, of which this particular one is one of them, is a flagship project of the Inouye administration. How much has the state government been involved in the supervision of this particular project that is related to this?
The government is fully involved in the supervision of this project because we have our site engineers that are involved in it. And apart from just our engineers that are involved, we have the consultant. So these two work together to ensure that the contractor is being guided and ensuring an adherence to standards that have been done. So the ministry is fully involved in this project, but as I've said, this is a kind of wake-up call to us. Maybe there's something we're not doing right, and we'll look into it, we'll review our processes and ensure that this kind of thing doesn't happen in future again.
How do you feel that COREN is here now?
I'm very, very happy they are here, and they have given us all assurances. And they are not here for witch hunting, because when building collapse and it involves death, definitely investigation should be carried out. And we know that they are doing it in the best interest of Gombe State, because if the root cause of this problem is discovered, then I can assure you something like this shouldn't happen again in future, and where we ensure that doesn't happen.
Is the company insured?
What?
Under insurance.
Its companies insured. Even all the incidents that happened, even the death, even the workers, all of them, they're 100% insured. And I can assure you that, I can tell you that even the death that took place, the family of the deceased has been reached out to, and they are going to be fully compensated.